everyone, how are you all doing today? My name is Shanna and I want to welcome you all to my beautiful cross stitch mess. Today is the 7th of March 2025 and Alice is our co-host today. First of all, I have 4 cats, they're all running around somewhere, so Alice is the one usually who says hi to the camera, so today is no different apparently. I know it's been a very long while since I recorded, but life has just gotten in the way again. I'm not quite happy with the camera yet. There we go. Life has just gotten in the way, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm distracted by Alice. In the month of January, as you all know, it's just New Year everywhere, the whole month, so we didn't have much time. And then on the 5th of February, my husband had his second weight loss surgery, so that took a few days to get everything settled down and stuff like that. And then around the 8th of February I got ill. I had some flu symptoms. I had a very nasty cold. That cold didn't run away for several weeks, and then right after my cold, my cough was gone, I had a very bad sinus infection. So that was my whole month of February. I didn't even stitch that much in February because of the illnesses. I'm okay now, it's all gone. Very happy with that, very pleased with that. My husband is recovering very well from surgery, so that is all good too. So yeah, but it just didn't have time to record because of that. I have something fun in store now. I am going to do a whip parade. Yay! I know I usually record my whip parades in September or October, and I did record one in October a few days before my wedding, but for some reason I don't know how it happened, but I stopped recording and the video was gone from my storage. So I don't know what happened there. It's still a mystery to me, but yeah, I couldn't upload it because it was gone, and now I am going to film a whip parade for you guys to enjoy. Alice, I'm not going to give you pets throughout my video because that's not how it works. You get enough pets as it is, yes. Maybe because this is a whip parade, I was thinking about maybe I could do a little introduction again. I am Shanna. I live here in Belgium with my husband and my 2 kids. I have 2 daughters who are, one is going to be 13 in May, and my youngest is 5 years old. They both have their issues. My oldest having ADHD, and there is also a very good chance she has autism, or she's on the spectrum I should say. And my youngest has a connective tissue disease called osteogenesis imperfecta. Because of her diagnosis, I also got diagnosed with it, so I have chronic pains ever since I was a kid. I was very prone to having fractures in my bones if I fell down, and not just any fractures, but like very special complicated ones. But it took 32 years for me to get a diagnosis, so yeah, that wasn't fun. But hey, I'm glad I have one now, and that my daughter is getting the treatments she she deserves. It's not a curable disease, but they can manage it with the with proper like care and follow up from doctors and stuff like that. As I said, I also have 4 cats. Alice, then we have Missy, a white cat. We also have Magnus, my black and white cat, and then we have Marcella, the youngest addition of the family, who is a long-haired tortie. So she has 3 colors, like white, black, and red. Yes, I know. What's wrong? Am I not giving you enough attention? I've been cross-stitching my whole life. Well, not my whole life, but I learned knitting when I was 6 because my grandmother is still a big knitter. And when I was about 12 years old, she retired. And she picked up a new hobby because she was like, oh well, knitting is all fun and games, but now that I'm retired, I may have a need for another hobby just to switch things out a bit, you know? So she started cross-stitching, she picked it up, and immediately I wanted to teach it. I wanted to learn it too. I was very intrigued by it, but I was also very intimidated by it. So I learned it when I was 12, but I didn't do anything with it until I was like 21. I then had my first mental crash, burnout. I don't know how you should call it, but and I needed something to calm my mind down. And then I got very seriously into the cross stitching. So yeah, I was also a very hard gamer. I was almost addicted, you should say, to League of Legends for a very long time. But I do play some games every once in a while now, but it's just like small games I knew since childhood, and I don't play like role-playing games or MOBA games any longer. I mentioned I was from Belgium, which means I grew up in the Flemish part of Belgium. So English is not my mother tongue. My mother tongue is Flemish, which is a very close to the Dutch language from the Netherlands, but there are some differences in it. It's like Canadian and American English, or British and American English. We understand each other, but we have some different words or sayings in both languages. So yeah, I don't know if you guys want to know more about me. Oh, I wanted to tell you something else. I wanted to tell you the story about how my channel got its name, My Beautiful Cross Stitch Mess. I was looking for an Instagram handle because I started on Instagram, and I am very messy. I have dyspraxia, so I am very messy in like eating or drinking or everything, really. It looks very messy when I do sports too because of my coordination issues. And a lot of things, like a lot of my drawers are messy too. Because I simply have problems with sorting stuff out and that kind of thing. And at first I was gonna say like my cross stitch mess, but then I thought to myself that my psychologist has told me that I need to be more positive about stuff. And then I was like, okay, it may be a mess, as everything, but it's still a beautiful hobby and you still make beautiful things. So why not call it my beautiful cross stitch mess? And that's how it came to be, why my channel is called the way it is. So that is the story behind that. If you have any other questions, I am more than happy to tell you about it. Just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will answer you guys happily. Right, we are now 10 minutes into the video. I think we will start the whip parade now. I am going to do some sections today because I have been stitching a bit differently lately. In my last video I started doing like planned days, like that day would be that whip and that day would be that whip and that day would be that whip, and with amounts of stitches and stuff like that, and I kind of burnt myself out on that. So, and that happens every time when I do like, okay, now I'm gonna plan ahead and I'm gonna say those days is for that whip and stuff like that. I always burn myself out on it because some days I crave another project because I don't have the headspace to work on set projects, but then I'm not allowed because my planning says I have to work on that whip. So it's a whole thing and it doesn't work for me. So a good friend of mine gave me some tips, and one tip is like work with a priority list. Write down 5 priorities, write them in highest priority to lowest priority, and when you want to stitch, go over that list and tell yourself what you want to work on. Like if you don't want to work on priority 1, then go to priority 2, and if you don't want to work on priority 2, and so on and so forth. So I did that, and for now it really works well. So I put them in categories of priorities, and my first priority are 2 whips I really want to get done as soon as possible. What does that mean is that I have a focus project every month, and it's just those 2 projects, so I switch between the 2. And I really want to, well, one I really want to get finished, and on the other one I really want to put a dent in it because it's a HAED, it's a Heaven and Earth Designs, and so full coverage, and I know I'm not gonna finish it soon, but at least I want to get a dent in it to really get it going again. So without further ado, here is the first whip. This is my focus project of this month, and it's the Dimensions whip Fairy Tale. So that is what it will look like when finished. I think it's artwork by Ruth Sanderson. Yes. She's also on the HAED website, but this particular one isn't a HAED. Not since I checked last time. So yeah, I started this around 6 years ago while I was pregnant with my second, because I really wanted to get her this one to go on her bedroom wall. Here is where I am now. So as you can see, this whole part is done, apart from maybe some backstitch that I still need to do. And now I'm working on that bottom side. It is a gorgeous piece. It is really, really beautiful. but it's really overwhelming too. There are a lot of specialty stitches like French knots and backstitching, and I don't know why, but backstitch always intimidates me. Always. I don't know why. It just is. And it's not that I can't do it. I mean, I can, and it really looks beautiful every time, but it still intimidates me. The needle minder that was on there I got from an Etsy store that is no longer in business as of now. It's like a Disney pin, like from the Disney parks, and they made it into a needle minder. This project bag, I really love this project bag. It's from Little Boat 88 on Etsy. It's my new ones. I bought 2 new ones like around December or January, I don't know, can't remember, but I don't think you have seen these ones yet. The other one is in my pile too. I love it. And then my second whip, as I said, that is a focus piece of mine, is a HAED. And it's called Fairy in the Wood. It's by Morgan Fitzsimmons. I am going to show you what it will look like when finished, but I have to show that on my tablets because I use Pattern Keeper for my Heaven and Earth designs. Can I? Oh, Claire. Is that better? It's a bit better. So that's what it will look like when finished. I still really do love this piece. The only thing is, this is my first HAED I ever started, and I am doing this on 25 count fabric. It's a Magic Guide by DMC. I am stitching this 1/1 full cross, what they called for DMC, as you do. Look at that. The only problem I have is I started it full cross, and as of now, if I start a HAED, I do it 2/1 half cross, and it's going so much faster, and I am doing that for all of my full coverages now, apart from this one, because I am about 30% complete, and I really don't want to start over. And I also don't want it to be a mix of the two. Like, I know some people switch to half crosses when they want to, but I'm not doing that either, so I am going forward. Yeah, I am 31.16% complete right now. Actually pretty good. My needle minder, the little dragon, is from Anya's Little Minders on Etsy. Here it is again in all its glory. So yeah, I really want to put some stitches in it that it can move forward a bit more. I'm not putting any goals on it as to where I want to be at a certain date, because that doesn't really work for me either. I am just going to continue working on it, and we'll see if and when I want to switch focus projects. Is it when my dimensions is finished? Is it by the end of the year? Is it never? Am I just going to stitch on it until it is done, even though it will take me years to complete from now? I don't know. We'll see. As I said, I'm not going to plan anything about it. This project bag contains 2 more HAED pieces, but I am going to show them a bit further down the line. And this project bag, I can't remember, is from a French Etsy store, but I think she's out of business too, as of now. I really love this project bag because it's nice and big. So I'm gonna put this here for a moment. And then we have my second priority, which is in my other new project bag from Etsy, from Little Boat 88. It's just some very gorgeous forests, friends. It's vinyl on the back. This project you haven't seen on the channel yet, and I really don't think I've shared it on Instagram as well yet. It's for my youngest daughter as well, because she's really into Mickey Mouse, and I got a vintage pattern of a Facebook group, and she really does like it. And yeah, I like it too. So this is my second priority because I really want to get it done before she gets too big to love Mickey Mouse. It's called Mickey's Afternoon Drive. This is obviously a copy. My original pattern is safe and sound in my storage upstairs, because with kids and cats you can't be too careful. If you see copies of anything, no, it's just that. It's just a copy, a working copy for me. My originals are safe and sound upstairs. So that is what it will look like when finished. It's called Mickey's Afternoon Drive, and it's from Designer Stitches, I believe. And this is where I am at right now. I am just stitching this on a white 14 count Aida. Yeah. So I'm working in the bottom left corner for now. And this green patch right here is like the grass over here at the house. And this needle minder I got, I made it myself actually. It was a keychain from Claire's that I changed into a needle minder. Not much to say about this project. I am stitching this on 14 count Aida, white Aida, with the code for DMC. So, oh, Alice jumped on the couch again. Oh, come on. Why don't you want to fit in there anymore? There we go. There. I need to put it all away now because otherwise I'm gonna have an even bigger mess when I'm finished. There we go. And then my third priority. Yes, hi. You're not my third priority. You're not my third priority. You are a different kind of priority. You and your siblings are my number one priority, together with your human siblings. Yes. So then my third priority is like temperature stitching. I really enjoyed the temperature stitching. I started that when you last saw me, and I really still enjoy it. So when I don't feel like working on my focus piece or on my Mickey Mouse, I am doing temperature stitching. So I have 5 projects assigned to different temperatures, and when I want to stitch, I look at the temperature, what it is right now, and then I take that last digit, like when it's 12 degrees I take the 2, or when it's 9 degrees I just take the 9. and then I see what project is correspondent to that number. I am gonna try to tell you, but I don't have my notes with me right now, so I'm gonna try to remember to tell you which temperature is which project. So this one hasn't come up yet because I very recently had to change. Like when I did when it came up 5 times the project, then I put it away in my whip stash, and then I spin on the app Tiny Decisions a new whip to switch that project. So the temperature is 9 to 0. That project was called for the 5th time on Friday, I believe. And on Friday I switched it out, but I haven't had a chance to temperature stitch yet since, so this one hasn't come up yet. So this is for, as I said, temperatures 9 and 0. It is also in a Little Boat 88 project bag. I really love her bags. This one is the first I got some years ago now, and I love the bags they make. They are on Etsy, Little Boat 88, so just look them up. They are fantastic bags. This in this project bag is Let Love Rain by Theresa Kogut. It is a sampler. This is what it will look like when finished. And the quote says, "Let love reign in your heart and home," on the top there. Oh, Alice, come on. Yes, what's wrong? Yes. I know. You just got food, you have your water. You really just want to interrupt mommy, do you? You really just want to interrupt mommy, don't you? Yes. Cats. I am stitching this on a 32 count fabric with the called for colors. There's mainly DMC, but there are 2 weeks dye works in it. I can't remember the color of the fabric, and I didn't write it down either, so you'll have to guess what color it is. Oh, come on, Alice! And here is where I'm at right now. So I finished 2 pages on top, and there's just 1 page left, and then the first top row is done. And that needle minder, that little dragon, is, you guessed it, another oh come on, how's she called? Agnes Little Minders. Alice, shush. Yes. So yeah, I'm stitching this on 32 count fabric. I can't remember the color. 2/2 full cross. Yeah, come on. I hope you are cat lovers, because I'm sorry about all the meowing and the... Yes. What's wrong? You just want to talk about the story of your people. Is that it? Yes. You guys, I'm so sorry. This project bag I just thrifted in my thrift store. I really liked it. I really like the colors. It's just a cute bag. And in here is another project I need to show you on the tablet, even though it's not a full coverage, but it's a... Oh, come on, I forgot her name again. Joan Elliot. It's a Joan Elliot design. And I got it from a magazine, and I forgot to copy the I copied the chart, but I didn't copy the page where it's shown how it looks like when it's stitched. Wow, that was hard. So, Joan Elliot, Lady Bird Fairy. So that's how she will look like when finished. If I can show it to you. Yes. She is very pretty, but I am like, I don't know if you can see it on the tablet, but there are like black beads all around her, showing the pots of the ladybugs, and there are a lot of ladybugs around her too, and I'm not doing that. I am stitching a few ladybugs that are like on the flowers, and you'll see I am doing those, but I'm not doing all the beading around her, and I'm not doing a lot of the ladybugs around there. This is a printed fabric. It's from Sew It All, Sew as in S-E-W. It's a 28 count even weave, and the colorway is very light. I don't know if it will show on camera, but it's like beautiful greens and purples and blues. I am stitching this with the called for colors and the called for beads. I am beading as I go because I stitch in hand, and it's just easier to do so for me. This needle minder I got from a cross stitch fair I go to every year, and it was from the store called Shibi Hour. They are still in business on the internet, but I don't know if they have this particular needle minder still. So Shibi is written C-H-I-B-I, and then hour as in H-O-U-R, so hour from the time. So I got this needle minder, and I got this fabric from there as well, actually. So, but I ordered the fabric online. So that's that. Oh, and this one is assigned to temperatures 4 and 5. No, not 4 and 5. Hold on. 5 and 6. Sorry, 5 and 6. This one, you guessed it, another project bag from Little Boat 88, is assigned to the temperatures 0. No, not 0. Ours is assigned to the temperatures 1 and 2. And it is my unicorn. This is also from a magazine. This unicorn is from the Cross Stitch Gold issue 161, but you can also find it on the website of Jenny Barton, who is the designer. So Jenny is Jenny, and then Barton is Barton. It is a very gorgeous piece, but again, lots and lots of backstitch, and it's very intimidating. Again. I am stitching this on 28 count opalescent fabric and the colorway Tulip, dyed by Exu Design. And here is where I am at. Isn't it gorgeous? I usually don't like unicorns, but because this one is so real, it looks like so lifelike. Gorgeous. Stitching it 2/2, as I mentioned, on 28 count opalescent fabric from Extra Design in the colorway Tulip. And the needle minder is another Disney bin turned into a needle minder from that Etsy store that is unfortunately not longer in business. They do still have a few patterns I saw, but they don't have needle minders anymore. You're getting something? There we go. Is there someone at the door, Alice? You can't see it, but she was watching at the door. Oh yeah, Marcella is coming to say hi. I'm sorry, our door is broken and we are looking into fixing it. But the person who can fix it doesn't have time yet, so... Yes, are you going to say hi now? Yes, come here. This is Marcella. Say hi, Marcella. She is still a little baby, but she's like bigger than Alice already. Alice is like six years old or 7 years old. And she's already bigger than Alice. Oh, come on. Come from my whips, yes? You want to say hi to the viewers too? Yes. Did you know this was actually a cat channel instead of a cross stitch channel? Yes. Oh, come on. Mommy needs to show her whips to the people. This one is assigned to the numbers 3 and 4, and it is Woodland Sampler. This is a kit, so I'm stitching it with the kit floss and fabric, and as you can see it's an anchor kit, so the floss is naturally anchor floss that's in the kit. It came with 14 count Ada, and just a heads up, if you want to stitch this one, or I presume any type of anchor kit, it's on 14 count fabric, but they on the pattern there are a lot of fractional stitches as well, and if I had known beforehand, I really would have chosen a linen over in Ada, because it's really hard to punch the middle of the Ada centers. And I'm still thinking about starting over, but I'm not quite sure yet. So this is where I'm at. This motif, the little woodpecker, is almost finished as of right now. So it looks gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie, it looks fantastic. But as I said, it's a pain in the bottom to do those those fractional stitches on Ada. And the needle minder is again a Disney pin that has been turned into a needle minder. Just stitching this with the kit floss and fabric, as I mentioned, and it's not in a fancy project bag either, so. And then the last one I have is no, they're dimensions kits. This one is assigned to the temperatures 7 and 8. And it's Enchanting Geisha. Excuse me. I am also stitching this with kit floss and fabric, as you do with dimensions. Oh, I forgot to mention when I showed you my first dimensions, I am also the type of person who does everything exactly like dimensions asks. So if they want me to do 4 or 6 strands half cross, I am doing it because I really love how it creates dimension in the piece. So I am doing everything as called for. The only thing I'm not doing is couching. I tried it, I don't like doing it, I can't do it, it doesn't look right when I'm doing it. And to me, there isn't much of a difference in looks with regular backstitching. So that's the only choice I made, not to do couching and just do regular backstitch instead. So this one is stitched on a 16 count Ada, or maybe even an 18 count, I'm not sure. Let me check. 18 count. It's on 18 count ivory Ada. Oh, come on. Oh, and this is another project bag of Little Boat 88. It's really fitted for this project. And this is where I'm at. And the needle minder comes from the Etsy store Pelida or Pedila Crafts. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's Pelida Crafts. So that's where I'm at right now. I really love the colors, the turquoises and the pinks and the purples. They really work well together. There are a lot of lazy daisy stitches in here as well. I don't know if you can see them, but they're like all over. It's the first time I'm doing lazy daisies and I hope they look a bit right. So that's all my temperature stitching, and with that we're at the last category of the prioritizing stuff. I think I mentioned before that I had 5 priorities, but there are only 4 on the list. Because my temperature stitching is actually 5 more whoops, I decided to only have 4 priorities. So the 4th priority are my 2 other HAEDs that I started. And one of them is just because it's a very easy one to go to when I don't have a lot of brain space, because it's Birth of a Star by Rachel Anderson. Oh, sorry, itchy Flosstube nose. So it's called Birth of a Star by Rachel Anderson, and I'm doing this extreme cross country. Why? Because half of the stitches are in the same color, and it's 939. So that's why I decided to just do the 939 for now. So this is what it will look like when finished. And because there's a lot of 939 and I actually don't have to count, and it's really a good project for when I don't have the headspace, or if I'm tired and I still want to stitch something. I am stitching this on 28 count easy count fabric, and as I mentioned before, I'm doing this 2/1 half cross. Here's where I'm at right now. And this needle minder is from True North Minders. She has still a Facebook page and she's on Etsy, but she doesn't do anything as of right now, business-wise. so you can't really find minors from her as of now. But yeah, that's where I'm at. For the people who like percentages, I am at 11.74% complete. And then the other project I am working on in that last priority, if I can choose between those two. If I want to work on Birth of a Star because I don't have the right headspace, or if I just really want to work on this one because this one is calling me every so often just to work on it, and it's called Phantom of the Masquerade, and it's by artwork by Melissa Dawn. And there's just something about it that makes me happy. This is the max color version. Birth of a Star is also the max color version, but you just don't see a lot of color yet. And this is where I'm at. So I have one partial page complete. I have one full page complete, and I'm currently doing this second partial page. I am stitching this in 25 count Magic Guide by DMC to over 1/2 cross. And the fun part about this one is when I complete a page, I let dice decide what page I should do next. And I love that concept, I love that idea. It's just like the pages that are adjacent to the pages I've done already. I'm not doing like going from this page to that page. That's not for me. I know some people can count all the way there, but it's not for me. So when this partial page is complete, I'll do either this page, this page, this page, this page, this page, or this page. There are like 6 pages I can do now that are close to this block. So we'll see what the dice decide. I'm almost done with the next page, so I'm excited to see what the dice decide then. And as you do with HAED, I'm just stitching this with the call for DMC. So there's that. And now what I'm going to show you are the rest of my whips that are currently not worked on but can be picked at any time with the temperature stitching when they are cold. I do have a small problem though. Those whips are in a box and Marcella is on that box right now. Look. Look. Hi Marcella. I don't think we need the tablet anymore. Come on. It's my box, not your box. There, let's see what's in here still. This project bag I bought at my local craft store, needlework store. It's with cute little bunnies and stuff. Final back, yes, final back. And this one is called Cat Sampler Clovis, and it's by a Belgian designer called Chlorami Designs. And this is what it will look like when finished. This one is actually also on the top of my list. I think when I finish Dimensions or my Dimensions Fairy Tale, I think I will switch this one out for this one. Because I started this one a good 5 years ago too, and I really want to get it done. Oh, I forgot to tell from a lot of my projects when I started these. Oh well. I'm not gonna start over recording. I'm sorry. We're 50 minutes in. I'm not gonna start over with recording. So, this is where I'm at right now. I'm stitching this on a 32 count Belfast linen dyed by Ixu Design in the colorway Marbled Autumn Gold. And my needle minder is over here, and I got this one from Chibi Hour as well. It's so big. There we go. I recently posted on Instagram that I had finished this motif, and I'm also now finished with this motif too. I am stitching this with Weeks Dye Works floss, so like the borders and the motifs with the cats are in Swiss chocolate, stitched in Swiss chocolate, and the cats themselves are stitched in chestnut. Am I showing you the back? No. No, I'm not. I don't know why. I was thinking that for a moment. I really love how the sampler is turning out. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. I really like all the different motifs. So yeah, there's that. Then we have a project bag, not from Little Boat 88. It's from Lake House Stitch Co. There's like this romantic tea time with flowers. And in here is a Luca S kit. It's called The Little Kitten. And there are some white spots on it because it actually sticked to my final front from the project bag. First time that happened to me. I'm stitching this with the kit floss and fabric, and because it was I bought this kit in the early days of Luca S, I think it's Anchor Floss. They now make their own flosses, I know, but this one is still with the Anchor Floss, I think. And this is where I'm at right now. And I really like how even in this small little section, you can already here see the corner of a wall. It's like insanely detailed, and Luca S is known for their detail, and their sister company Letty Stitch as well. I love it. And this needle minder is actually from Letty Stitch, I think. It's like the small little cute fox. Cool. In the bag, you. Come on. There we go. Next we have an Other Dimensions kit. It's called Innocent Guardian, and it's like still in the old packaging with the bag instead. I am stitching this with cold fork or with the kit floss, but I'm not using the kit fabric because it was like this ugly brown stiff Ada. I really didn't like it, and I switched it out for an 18 count Lavender Fields by Exu Design. And this is where I'm at. I started this one in the middle because there wasn't like a corner I could start, so I just started in the middle with this one. But because I started in the middle, it's very intimidating for me too, because I have a hard time deciding where to go from here. But yeah. And this needle minder I actually made myself. It's from a necklace. I bought the necklace as a souvenir, but then I remember I don't like necklaces, so I made it into a needle minder. And I think I started this one for my birthday 3 years ago now. Yeah, I know. Not much has been done since. This is why I wanted to do the temperature stitching, because like some of these older whips kits a moment in the sun as well if they're cold by the wheel. Then we have another Little Boat 88 project bag. Sometimes my projects fit really well with the project bags and others don't. This one is one that doesn't really fit the project, but I really like the project bag, and I'm not gonna buy infinite project bags to fit all of my whips. I'm not doing that. This one is an Other Dimensions kit, and it's called Frosty Morning. I'm stitching this with the kit floss and fabric, and the fabric is a 16 count light blue Ada. And this is where I am at right now. So it's just the sky and those trees for now, not much to see. This needle minder I got from that fair as well, from that cross stitch fair. I go every year with my grandmother, but I can't remember the store I bought it from. It was a French store, but I can't remember. Oh, come on, Marcella, you can't see, or can you? I don't know, but Marcella is playing with my arm every time I move. Life with cats is so much fun. But I wouldn't miss them for the world. No, 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 no. And then we have a different project bag. It is from, her first name is Eileen. I got it from a Facebook page, but I can't remember her last name. I know she's a moderator on the Facebook group, so I really love cowboy boots. I really do. So in here is my Hunter at Sunset, but I don't believe, yeah, I don't have an example of how that will look like when finished, and I can't recall who's the designer as well. It's from the magazine Cross Stitch collection of March 2005, I can tell you that. And it's called Hunter at Sunset, and I know the designer has a website too. But as I said, I can't remember. Hold on. Maybe. Oh, where did I put my tablet? Hold on. Bit of chaos. Oh, there it is. Here's my tablet. Bit of chaos is always fun. Right. Let me check if I can find it real quick. Hunter at sunset. Maybe if I can put it owl. Nope. See, this is what you get when you actually copy stuff. Oh, I think I found it. No, it's not that one. Hold on, maybe if I... What did I say? Where's my project back now? Marcella is on it again. Come on. Cross Stitch Collection, March 2005, right? I found the magazine. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to show it to you. It was just the front page of the magazine, but I can't actually show it because it's in a teeny tiny corner. Nope, not gonna be able to show it to you. Sorry for the That's all, but we're not gonna be able to show it to you. But I didn't stitch a lot. It's a 16 count beige Ada. I'm stitching it on, and I just did the top part of the sunset. So there's actually really not much to see as of now. I'm gonna try to show you next time what it looks like. But the needle minder is also from Pelita Crafts. And the Ada, I told you it was beige, but I think it's called just off-white Ada. I don't know. I am stitching this with the cord for DMC. So yeah. And then do we have other projects to show? Yes, we do. She's now laying on an empty project bag, so it's not a problem anymore. This one is a Lanarte kit called the 4 Elements Earth. And as you can see, the other 3 are on here as well. I already finished water and I already finished air, but there's a whole story behind this one. I'm not telling it right now, but I started water easily 10 years ago now, so, and I just want to get these done. So this one is another one in the running to be a priority stitch. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm just stitching it with the kit floss and fabric. The fabric is just a 14 count Aida, and this little needle minder of Chippendale is from Chibi Hour as well. Honestly, with the history on this piece and stuff like that, I just fell out of love with the projects, but I still really want to get them done eventually. So that's why they're in the still in the running. Are you kidding me right now? I found the magazine. It was with my whips. Okay, so let's go back to Hunter at Sunset for a few moments, because I can actually show you what it looks like when finished. There we go. So it's just this gorgeous barn owl. It will be beautiful when finished, but I started it and then I didn't work on it anymore. I didn't see the magazine because Marcella was on it. Then I have another kit from Designworks. It's another Joan Elliot designs, and the kit is called Oriental Fats. So this is what it will look like when finished. I'm stitching this also on the kit floss and fabric, and the fabric is also just a 14 count white Aida. It's a very long piece, but this is where I'm at right now. Not a lot, but as you can see, there's a lot of detail in there. Lots of backstitch. Again, I am very intimidated by this piece because of all the backstitch. This needle minder is from Pelida Crafts as well. And actually this one I started in 2022, I believe, somewhere in September or October. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. And then I think this is the last whip, because yes, this one is empty. Yes, this is the last whip. It actually doesn't even have a name. It's from Lanarte, so I'm just no, it's from Vervaco, this one. I'm just calling it Egyptian Man, but the code is 75.474 if you would like it. And actually this was I'm working on this one for a friend of mine, because she bought it and she decided cross stitch is not for her, so I got it to work on it, but as you can see I didn't do much on it yet. No, don't fall down, come on. Stitching this with the kit floss and fabric. But the fabric is a 28 count linen. And here's where I'm at. So still lots and lots to do. And I actually know for a fact that my grandma finished this one as well. I was like 16-ish when she finished this one. I am 33 now, so I don't know if she still has it. Oh, and that needle minder was from Polita Crafts as well, because she actually doesn't hang her pieces. She just makes them and then puts them in a drawer. So I don't know if she still has it or not, but I've always loved it. It's very pretty. I just don't know if it's my style to stitch anymore, but I really want to try it for my friends. So yeah, that was it. We're an hour and 10 minutes long. So I'm not gonna keep you up, or I'm not gonna keep you busy much longer. I just wanted to tell you guys that I am gonna try to film more regularly again, but it's just, I can't promise it because, as I said, I was ill for the whole month of February, and I don't want to force myself either when I'm ill, or when life gets in the way of stuff. So I apologize for all the kitty chaos that was here again today, but yeah, I love my cats and I don't want to lock them up either when I'm recording, so it's just part of life for me anyway. So yeah, I really don't know if I have to tell you guys much else. I love each and every one of you, don't forget that. I really enjoy recording things for you guys. I found some whips again that I forgot, so that's always nice to see back, like the Egyptian man and the yeah, I like the fans. I kind of forgot about them too. Are there any new starts in the future? I am thinking about maybe, just maybe, starting another HAED, but I don't know yet. On one hand, I really want to start all the things, but on the other hand, I get really overwhelmed when I have a lot of whips. So, and especially if they're very big whips that will take me several decennia, like 10 plus years to finish. So I'm not quite sure on that yet, so we'll see about that, and we'll see what the future holds. I'm gonna thank you guys for sticking with me. I am gonna ask if you have a favorite whip of mine that you will tell me in the comment section below. I can't pick a favorite. I love all of my whips for different reasons, and yeah, it's just hard for me to choose one. So, and it also depends on what day or what week it is and how I feel, and yeah, I'm not gonna choose between my whips, but you can. So if you have a favorite, just tell me in the comment section below. If you have any questions, if I forgot to tell stuff, then just put a comment in the comment section below and I'll respond as soon as possible. If you want to hear a few more updates from me, you can always check my Instagram on my beautiful cross stitch mess. I just, like, it's on my YouTube channel. Or if you want to follow me I am in several Facebook groups. I am in Cross Stitch Addicts. I am in the Facebook group of Idera, which is called One Skein at a Time. So you can follow me there. And as always, be good, be kind. I love you guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next Flosstube video. Bye bye.